Fire Alex Eala's epic comeback, crushes Lu Jiajing to reach WTA Jingshan semis. Flexed biceps trophy. It was a crisp autumn evening in Jingshan, the stadium lights piercing through a cool mist as the crowd leaned forward in anticipation. For many, it was supposed to be an easy home triumph for China's Lu Jiajing, a seasoned veteran known for her composure and consistency. But instead, they witnessed something electrifying, an eruption of spirit, grit, and pure tennis artistry from the Philippines' golden girl, Alexandra Alex Eala. What unfolded wasn't just a match. It was a statement. A statement that Alex Eala, still so young, wasn't content with being labeled a rising star. She wanted more. She wanted to crush doubts, silence critics, and prove that she belonged among the world's elite. By the time the final point landed, the scoreline read like a declaration, a comeback for the ages, ending in total dominance. And with it, Eala marched into the WTA Jingshan semifinals. The build-up, David versus Goliath. Heading into the quarterfinals, Lu Jiajing was the crowd favorite. Playing on home soil, she had the experience, the tactical brain, and the fans roaring behind her. Ranked higher, she was expected to use her baseline consistency to grind down the younger Eala. For Alex, the odds were stacked. She was the outsider, the underdog, the visitor. But if history has shown us anything about the 20-year-old Filipina, it's that she thrives when the chips are down. The first set storm. From the very first ball, Lu asserted herself. Her serve was deep, her ground strokes crisp, and her rhythm impeccable. Eala, by contrast, looked nervous, rushing shots, overhitting forehands, and letting opportunities slip. The scoreboard quickly tilted in Lu's favor. 6-2, first set gone. Commentators murmured, "This might be too much for the young Eala. She looks rattled." But if there's one thing Alex has never lacked, it's fight. The turning point. Between sets, Alex sat in her chair, towel over her head, eyes closed. Her coach's words were simple: breathe, reset, trust your game. And then it happened, the switch. When she stepped back onto the court for the second set, she carried herself differently. Her footwork sharpened. Her eyes burned with intent. She began dictating points with her ferocious forehand, pinning Lu to the baseline, forcing errors. Every rally became a battle cry. Every winner a spark. By the mid-set changeover, the tide had turned. Alex was no longer chasing, she was leading. She clinched the second set 6-3. Crushing the third. With momentum fully on her side, Alex unleashed in the deciding set. Her serves found the corners. Her backhands painted the lines. Her drop shots left Lu scrambling. The crowd, initially roaring for their local hero, began to hush in awe. They weren't just witnessing a comeback. They were witnessing a young player take control of destiny. 6-1, final set. Dominant. Brutal. Beautiful. The handshake at the net was brief, but telling: respect from Lu, exhilaration from Alex. The crowd reaction. The Chinese crowd, though disappointed, rose to their feet. Appreciation. Admiration. Applause for courage and skill that transcended borders. Filipino fans in the stands waved flags, tears in their eyes. On social media, #Eala Rising began trending across Southeast Asia. Alex's words. In her post-match interview, Alex was humble, as always. "I knew I had to reset after the first set. Lu is an incredible player, but I told myself I can't go out without a fight. I just trusted my training, trusted my spirit, and gave everything I had." Simple words. But behind them was a steel resolve. The bigger picture. This victory wasn't just about a semi-final berth. It was about proving resilience. Too often, young players crumble under pressure. Not Alex. She stared defeat in the face and flipped the script. This wasn't luck. It was preparation meeting opportunity. A nation watching. Back in the Philippines, the match aired past midnight, but fans stayed glued. In Manila, bars and cafes erupted when Alex sealed match point. Children with rackets in hand saw themselves in her. Parents saw hope for a nation often overlooked in global tennis. For the Philippines, Alex's win was more than sport, it was pride. The anatomy of the comeback. breaking it down tactically. Forehand aggression. She went from passive rallies to taking control with her forehand. Serve variation. Mixing up speeds and placements kept Lu guessing. Mental reset. Perhaps the biggest factor. She refused to let the first set define the match. This wasn't just athleticism, it was mental mastery. Echoes of greatness. Sports history is filled with comebacks. Federer at Wimbledon. Serena at the Australian Open. Nadal at Roland Garros. Eala's comeback in Jingshan may not yet carry the same global weight, but for her fans, it was just as iconic. It was a moment where talent and tenacity fused into something unforgettable. What's next? The semifinals now await. And with her confidence soaring, Alex will enter as not just a participant, but a true contender. Can she go all the way? The world is watching. Off the court, the human behind the star. What makes Alex unique isn't just her tennis. It's her humility. Despite the fame, she remains grounded, always crediting her family, coaches, and fans. Her smile after victory wasn't arrogance, it was gratitude. And that humanity makes her victories feel even sweeter. The ripple effect. Every great athlete inspires. Alex's win is sparking new energy in Philippine tennis programs. Coaches cite her as a role model. Kids in Manila mimic her strokes. Her success is planting seeds for a generation. A global voice. International commentators are beginning to notice. The BBC called her a fearless competitor. Tennis Channel dubbed her Asia's next big star. She is no longer just a Filipino story. She is becoming a global one. The final word. When the dust settled in Jingshan, one truth remained. Alex Eala's epic comeback wasn't just about reaching the semifinals. It was about proving that setbacks are setups for comebacks. That heart beats louder than doubt. That champions are forged not in easy wins, but in battles where they refuse to quit. And as she walked off the court, fist clenched, smile wide, one could almost hear her unspoken words. I am not just here to play. I am here to win. The journey continues. This is just the beginning. For Alex, more matches await. More finals. More dreams. But no matter what comes next, her epic comeback in Jingshan will forever be etched as a defining moment, a night when a young Filipina crushed doubt, silenced critics, and lit a fire that will burn for years to come. Because champions aren't just born. They are made, point by point, set by set, comeback by comeback. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.